In Nepal also this cooperative movement was started 6 decades ago. Cooperative movements in some area it is doing good, um, but this is the it is not more than 2 decades that it has taken the pace in Nepal. And cooperative journalism is one of the sideline one that is not taken as the main bit in Nepalese journalism. I myself also, after joining Kathmandu Post about 12 years back, I worked there in Kathmandu Post, one of the main English media in Nepal. I worked there for 10 years, and recently, about 1.5 years, I moved to another main streamline media, that is Republica Republica House, means it is mainly Republic Media, it is called. And My Republica, it's subscription. If you visit the online the portal or the link, you can get access through the My Republica. And the cooperative was also at that time also I when I joined Kathmandu Post, I took the charge of the looking after cooperative at that time. Previous to that, almost no coverage for the news was done in the cooperative sector in particular. And me myself initiated for the move. But, even though that was not the main bit of my own, I took the overall business and the economic journalism, and I took it by side only. That is the situation in Nepal. Actually, only in the after this Nepal adopted a open market policy, free market policy since 1992. After restoration of the democracy, when the main power, main royalist power came to the in the hand of the people, and royalists were only as the ceremonial at that time by that movement, people's movement. In 1990 the movement took place, and from 1992 Nepal adopted the liberalization policy, and thereafter the private sector they started growing up. But previous to that situation, almost they were in the very few private sectors where they were doing a good business, and they did not have much ability to work in the field. And after that, their capacity enhancement takes place after 1992, and more have been done. Even if it is not much, but some trainings were given in this sector, and capacity building were also there in this sector, and slowly this cooperative journalism started taking place. And even at that time, mostly the negative news only, means like the people swindling away them with the money, or this cooperative we are doing this much of the fault, or this much of the anomalies they are doing. Only those type of the news were in mainly highlighted at that time. But recently it is a bit different. The cooperative movement has also been strengthened because people are now more and more educated, and even in the rural areas there's the urbanization, rapid urbanization is taking place, and people are going abroad for employment. Remittances they earn, that is helpful to generate their income, and they have started investing in their own at the local level. And the cooperative, they also started feeling the need for the cooperative. And nowadays it is being the I rather say it is in the past 7 8 years there has been a lot of change we see, even in the rural area and in the cooperative movement, cooperative sector, and even in the cooperative journalism. That is the situation in Nepal. But many good stories also they are coming. And there, some of the media they cover the many good stories nowadays. But even though there are there's not mainstream media does not give even now they did not go give much space to the means much value to the cooperative related news. There are around half a dozen around. monthly magazines, they are properly based on the cooperative. They're printing out the publications as well, and fortnightly few and weekly few newspaper and magazines are also working, and they are covering this news. And since the in the recent days in Nepal, the online portals have been grown in a very large number. This is an online news media. There is a lot of online news media. It is increasing in the past 5 years, basically, I would rather say. So, and with the growth of the online portal, the cooperative news are now being covered in the this electronic version rather than the print version. So many nowadays online portal covers a very lot of good news also. They on here they publish in their in online portal. And just this afternoon, I see some of the very good news related with the cooperative, that many people who come back from the foreign employment, now they are encouraged to work with the cooperative, to join the cooperative. They have started the agricultural business or different this type of things. I just read some few news, few the story this afternoon. So the online portal is somewhat, it is covering, it is giving much space to the cooperative related news nowadays. And still the print media somewhat is lagging over there. I also accept myself being working in that print media I'm basically work for, but print media barely news, barely cover very few news. Not I not say none of them, but few news that they cover. And this cooperative journalist society, this it was established 1 decade ago. After this establishment of this association or the society, the cooperative are also it is doing good in the cooperative media sector. It is bringing in forth the mainly the views of the cooperator or the activist in the cooperative movement, and it is doing the advocacy related with the cooperative, and it is mainly working as a bridge between the government, cooperative sector, and the people as well. And even after the start of this pandemic, about this lockdown started in Nepal since March 24, and recently, just a week back, it was lifted up. And though it is somewhat, there is some restriction, not all in all it is quite open, but there is some restriction, but movement has been started a lot, and also cases has been spiked up. If you see the just yesterday and today's news, it is 1800 new this infected peoples have been developed yesterday, and today it is around 1300 around. And the cases of the it is the death is also around 400 people have been died. And in the past 5 months, this cooperative journalist society have done a lot of this Zoom meeting and Zoom program related program, and it has brought those this expert in this platform, and we have the several times of the discussion. And after that, now the cooperatives, this awareness for the cooperative is much growing. I've also felt that myself. So it is doing good in the very recent days. In the Because it was in the past is just it was when it was established, it was at the crawling stage, and there was also the government sector and the people also did not give much recognition to the society also. And but now it is being well recognized, and government sector, even the cooperatives are giving it much value. So in that way, this the sector is growing forward, and now the many and previously the government also did not have much laws to embrace it or to frame it with in the various actions and various ground. But there are many laws now have been formulated, though it is not as expected or not it is sufficient. I rather say, but it is being doing good in this sector. And if you ask me if it is to consider during this pandemic, this cooperative has done a lot in the to maintain the supply side in our case, basically from the rural Nepal. It has. help. It is helping the rural people or the local farmers, the poor farmers, to bring their product in the market. But the problem is there is everywhere the lockdown and the market were closed, and the many goods were spoiled. But the cooperative has tried their best to bring these the things in the even to the market. So, but government itself has also restricted the cooperative movement at this moment also. So they are a type of somewhat, they are a bit handicapped, I would say. Not they are free to do their own whatever they want to do, and but still they have done the good job in this pandemic, in this lockdown. So in the coming days, if and basically in Nepal, there's the problem of the technology in the cooperative sector. So technology, they are not much used to using the technology. Even the banking sector now have started. It has grown up a bit better than before. Then the cooperative also, they have to introduce the new technologies. If that happen in the coming days, it will do very good, I think. And in my personal view, if you ask, cooperative is much needed in Nepal, because in the very remote area, the bank and financial sector and even the other type of this mechanism may not work in the rural area, and it is only the cooperative who has in touch with the grassroots level people. So in the coming days, I'm also bit it's quite hopeful that it will do good in the coming days. That's my part. Okay, thank you for now. If there is anything, I'd like to discuss later on. First of all, the cooperatives need to be maintain the transparency. If they become transparent, then the cooperative journalist can do a lot to develop this sector. Another one, I'm also agree with Onal what he said. We need to develop the global network, and after, if we are able to build up that network very strongly, then obviously all the cooperatives and even the ICA, even the local level federation, they start recognizing us, no doubt in that.